We've all seen leaves, right? Nature's magical little treasures. They can absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, quietly creating fresh air for us. And leaves can even make use of solar energy. That's an amazing skill. Now, we humans want to learn this trick too. So we came up with an artificial leaf. If this thing really catches on, maybe in the future we won't have to worry about our energy problems. Next, let's dig into the story of artificial leaves. Let's see just how magical they are. To understand artificial leaves, you first need to know why they matter. And that brings us to hydrogen. Hydrogen, the stuff, when burned, leaves only water. How clean is that? And it's packed with energy. If we could use hydrogen, cars, factories, and all those oil and coal-burning machines would have to step aside. But right now, producing hydrogen isn't easy. We either need electricity, or we get it from fossil fuels. That's costly and polluting. But nature's leaves have long set us an example. Photosynthesis. When they bask in sunlight, they split water into oxygen and sugars. Sure, they don't directly make hydrogen, but the idea is brilliant. If we could create something like a leaf and directly use sunlight and water to make hydrogen, wouldn't that be fantastic? Once we had the idea, we had to figure out how to do it. At first, scientists thought, since leaves can do it, let's make one ourselves. But it's not that simple. Simply put, an artificial leaf is a system that can take solar energy, water, and carbon dioxide and turn them into fuel. Sounds straightforward, but making it work is another story. Let's start with solar energy. Solar energy is great, but there's a problem. It's unstable. It's not always available, and it depends on location. But if we could turn solar energy into hydrogen, that problem would be solved. We could store the hydrogen and use it whenever we want. Very convenient. The question is how to convert it. That's where photoelectrochemical water splitting comes in. The principle isn't hard to explain. Use solar energy to drive chemical reactions in water, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. But in practice, the photonode, the key component, often runs into problems. It has low catalytic efficiency, is easily corroded, and prone to photo-generated carrier recombination. That really troubled the scientists. But hard work pays off. Recently, the new energy chemical engineering team from Tianjin University's School of Chemical Engineering made a big breakthrough. They developed a semi-transparent sulfide photonode. This thing is not only highly efficient, but also very stable. Its light transmittance is excellent too. It instantly boosted the speed of the water oxidation reaction and raised the solar to hydrogen conversion efficiency to 5.1%. That's a record high for this type of system. Now the future of artificial leaves looks brighter than ever. Let's take a closer look at what an artificial leaf really is. Simply put, it's mainly made up of a photonode and a photocathode, like building blocks. These two are the core components. The photonode is responsible for oxidizing water, producing oxygen and electron holes. The photocathode is responsible for reducing protons, producing hydrogen. Driven by solar energy, these two components work in perfect sync, splitting water to produce clean fuel. Don't be fooled by the simple principle. In practice, many factors must be considered. Take the photonode, for example. It must be able to absorb light, catalyze reactions, and remain stable. The semi-transparent sulfide photonode developed by Tianjin University is quite impressive. Now look at the photocathode. It must efficiently reduce protons and work well with the photonode. Otherwise, it's pointless. The entire system also needs optimization to improve efficiency and reduce costs. It's a complex engineering task. Although artificial leaves have great potential, there are still many challenges to solve. On the materials side, we need something efficient, cheap, and stable. Efficiency must also be improved. While 5.1% is already impressive, it's still not enough for large-scale applications. We need to find ways to make both the photoelectric conversion and chemical reactions more efficient. There's also stability and cooperation among sectors. It will take joint efforts from all sides to make this happen. Let's not just focus on the problems. Think about the future. If artificial leaves really become a reality, life would be so much better. They could even be used in desserts, creating green zones under sunlight, making full use of barren lands. Wouldn't that be amazing? If cars could all run on hydrogen fuel, the problem of exhaust emissions would be solved, and the environment would improve greatly. So, artificial leaves are no mere fantasy. They're a real, promising technology in development. We should keep an eye on them and learn about them. Who knows, one day you might join this green energy revolution and contribute to protecting the earth and creating a better future. As the old saying goes, if you do it yourself, you'll have enough to live on. Now, we not only need to grow our own food, but also generate our own energy. Imagine the life of the future. It will surely be both eco-friendly and high-tech, and full of hope.